Okay, folks, what it do? It's your boy Reese Chanson, and today we're talking Joe Rogan's comedy special that dropped. Everybody's doing live comedy specials now. It all started with Chris Rock. Everybody's doing it now. Kevin Hart's done it. Uh, Cat Williams did it too. So yeah, I'm waiting for Bill Burr and my man Dave Chappelle to do it. Now Joe Rogan just did it as well. Wow. Now, I will say that I feel like some of the jokes were a bit oldish in a way. And then again, he took a while before releasing a special, so that's probably why. He talked a bit about COVID. He talked about his shenanigans, his old issues where he had the whole uh, uh, N word nigga, I can say because I'm black, N word nigga situation that he had. And then he spoke about alien adaptations. It's Joe Rogan. If he's not going to talk about aliens and possibly talk about tigers at one point, it's not really the Joe Rogan experience type of comedy special. So my man started things off in a fun way, looking very odd. I must say that it's been a while since I watched the Joe Rogan special, and this was good. This is his third comedy special on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. It's an hour something. It was live, so it was live like I don't know, 20 hours ago, if I'm not mistaken, depending on when you're actually watching this. It was live on the fourth. Yeah, the fourth. Is it the fourth or the third? The fourth or the third of August. That's when this thing came out. Depending on where you are, it's between those 2 days. Anyway, the special itself is really interesting. I really had a good time giggling and laughing over it. I'm a I'm gonna make this as short as possible, maybe under 5 minutes, so I don't take up too much of your time. I'm just gonna break down a few things. Joe Rogan talked about a lot of things. He talked about his show. He talked about his whole situation about him almost getting canceled or getting canceled numerous occasions because of his comments on COVID vaccines and stuff like that. And he also had a few words to say about, you know, the new woke society that back in the day, some of the things that people be doing is very fucking weird. Very weird. But it's supposed to be the new woke society. We have to applaud everything. And I'm like, he's right on a few things. Like, for instance, this has nothing to do with the special, just something I'm saying. Have any of y'all seen Kanye West and his new wife? For fuck's sakes, what is this guy smoking? Joe Rogan's talked about mushrooms and shit. What mushrooms is Kanye West on? The clothes this nigga is making his wife wear is ridiculous. And I just felt like with the special, it fitted into pocket. The things that Joe Rogan was saying makes some of these things make sense. I think Kanye West is retarded. I really do. It's a bad word to say, but he's a fucking genius. He's an urban genius. The man's a fashion designer, music mogul. The man's amazing. But this guy will cover, I don't even know why I'm making this a Kanye West agenda, but I'm just saying, this guy will cover every inch of his body, like from head to toe. You will not even see the man's eyes. But his wife, oh, clothes are nothing. He will dress her like with paper sheets and socks. He'll put socks on this woman and underwear and say, walk, bitch. And she walks. She looks abused. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the special. I'm just throwing that in there. I'm throwing that in there in the sense that when you look at things the way the woke society is, that it's gotten to a point where everybody's accepting everything and everything is being accepted. Like, like you, like wearing a dress several years ago was fucking weird, but now it's normal. People be like, "Oh my god, you're brave," which is weird. It is weird. Like men going to women prisons. And then you find out news that, oh my God, prison inmates are pregnant because this man who identifies as a woman got him pregnant. What the hell is going on in the world? Well, it's gone to shit. So we're burning the boat till no one crosses over. I think that's the whole point behind the whole special. The special is really good though. I think if you take a few moments of your time, you will enjoy it. Now, usually when I do reviews of specials, I never tell people's joke because retelling jokes is very hard. Sometimes you don't get the mannerisms correctly, and it's not that funny anymore. And it's like, wow, what did you even do that for? But I must say, Joe Rogan is really good. It's a really good stand-up special. Like I already said, he talked about a lot of things. He talked about COVID. He talked about aliens. He talked about hanging out with Elon and Elon basically putting him in his place, saying a bunch of cool shit, and his mind couldn't help but wonder because he couldn't pay attention to all the smart shit. He talked about waking up one day, finding out that he was canceled for some shit he said by some royal fucking prince. He talked about him saying the N word, and then him saying looking at the video, and it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. I am racist. He made a few Donald Trump impressions. He talked about Joe Biden. Everybody's talking about Joe Biden these days in comedy. So that's understandable. He talked about him moving to Texas, starting his own comedy club, how the fake news, in the word of the great Donald Trump, be saying things and making shit, blowing shit out of proportion, all that. He talked about that shit too. So if you're not in for the woke shit and you're just in for a little fun, he talked about being in the airport. He talked about a bunch of shit. And a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it, I was laughing. Now, some of it you cannot laugh. It's not because it's not funny, because you don't have no reference point to it. Now, if you're not from the same place as certain places, it's hard for you to get comedy. Or if you don't consume the same amount of stuff those people consume, or if you're not aware or in tune with some of the things people will be talking about, when comedians say their jokes, sometimes you don't get it. You don't know what the fuck the audience is laughing because it's not funny. But it's actually funny. It's just that you're not in tune with whatever's being said, or you're not well informed, or you don't even know what they're talking about. That makes it not funny. But funny is funny, regardless if you have information about it. But funny comes from a point of relativity. If you're relating to what's being said, you can find the humor in it. If you're not relating to what's being said, you will find certain things offensive. But all humor is offensive if it's done right, and all humor is funny if it's done right. So good humor is a little offensive to somebody else. On a normal day, a trans joke, if you're transgender, is fucking hilarious. But if you got a finger up your ass, it's offensive. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's hang out yet another time. By the way, folks, remember to hit that like and sub button. Adios. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe. Adios, folks. Adios.